Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show featuring the Zoom Homies, produced by LK Productions. All right, welcome everybody to the Thursday, March 9th edition. I'll go let everyone that's in the waiting room in. I did have the waiting room on earlier. I was doing some messing around trying to get some cool looking effects going. And welcome in Alex and Greg.
Yeah. Ken, have you timed how long your intro is by any chance?
I have not.
'Cause it seems like it sure does last a while. It's got to be at least 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee it's at least 30 seconds. I would put it closer to the way I do it. I have the intro split into two parts. The one I created with the Zoom Homies, and then it goes to the one Brian Lightfoot created. So, yeah, it's clearly over 30 seconds. Even my normal intro that I did was like a minute and a half before I added the Zoom Homies. So, I get an audio check out of YouTube if I could, please. I want to see if I've got all that stuff set back the way it's supposed to be.
No.
No? No audio? Fader Jake says hello. Haven't seen him in a couple days. Stealth Mode says it's perfect. How does the Zoom homie sound? Are they coming through pretty good as well? Of course, they have to say something for that to happen.
Something.
Boy, we're going to start the night off wanting to go in the waiting room for a very long time. I'm going to make that timer work double time tonight. Good, cool. Thank you, Stealth Mode. Good to see Stealth Mode again. Haven't seen him in a couple days as well, too. So, surgery is scheduled. I got a call this morning. Well, actually, it was this afternoon because I wasn't up in the morning. And got to be there at 10 o'clock. I got to go to a different wing and few little restrictions. I can't take my blood pressure medication. I cannot take my diabetes medication. So we'll just see what happens. Kind of a quiet night tonight, it seems like.
Yeah.
Kind of a sleepy night tonight, it seems like.
I was so excited for the interview today that last night I didn't hardly sleep any at all.
Yeah.
I tossed and turned all night long.
Imagine you did. Kind of been that way.
Somehow I made it through the interview just fine. Wide awake, but now I feel like I could get my head on the desk and fall asleep.
Well, I started a couple minutes early. She's cooking a dinner I have to eat before midnight. She's going to make a couple lettuce wraps, and that'll be healthy. There won't be any sugars involved in that, so that'll keep my numbers down. When I checked at 9:30, my blood sugar was 131, which is good considering I had noodles and stuff to eat at 4 o'clock. So even without medication, my diabetes numbers dropped. Last night it was 151 and it dropped to 95 2 hours later. So everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm really pleased with those numbers. William Dawson joins us. Alex I know this is a dangerous question. How did you tell? How did you tell you did? I think he meant to say, how do you tell how you did on the interview? But oh, we're gonna hear, William. Trust me, we're gonna hear, unless something disastrous were to happen. I mean, you know how Alex's internet is and his computer. He's here 1 minute, and before you know it, he's gone, and we don't have any idea what's going on. I don't understand it.
Ken.
See, look, it happens again. If it's on cue,
There's that Arkansas flaky internet.
that's what it is too. Oh, I owe him today. That's that flaky Windstream internet for you. I mean, golly, I'd be getting rid of them. So, do you want to hold out a little bit and get a bigger audience, or do you want to go ahead and tell us about the interview?
I'll maybe hold out a little bit.
Well, that's tonight's show, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night, and I'll only have one eye. Thanks for being here.
Okay, have a good one.
Is Carrie still streaming? I could have competition I don't know about.
I don't think so. No, I watched him a little bit earlier. I don't think so.
Yeah, I know he was on earlier. I got a notification on my phone. Wanted to check something out real quick.
You can only listen to so much of Carrie.
That's true. That is very true. You can only listen to so much of me too, but think about it. That's why I try to limit it to an hour. And tonight stream, I'm not sure how long it will go. I know what time I've got to get up and what time I got to be down there and everything. The lady that called had a great sense of humor, by the way. She was explaining the procedure. And she told me everything that's going to happen. And then she said, we'll put you in a gown. I said, does it have sequins? And she caught it immediately. She goes, well, if you count the snaps, I guess it does. She goes, but I will tell you this, your butt's going to be exposed if that makes you happy. So, wonderful sense of humor. I mean, just like that, too. I hope she's in the operating room tomorrow. Probably won't be. She's probably a secretary. Yeah, stealth mode. Hospital gowns are always fun. Always. I hate them. I told Mrs. K tonight. Go ahead.
You know what's fun? Getting an IV in the back of your hand. That's what's fun.
From what I understand, there aren't any IVs. They're just going to numb the eye and everything's going to be done locally. Carrie is doing more giveaways, I think. 10 HP mini. Is he still running? Is he still? Let me
Yeah,
go check.
I didn't realize he was going to try to do all 10 of them on the live stream, but I guess he is.
Wow. Well, let me check.
I thought he was just going to do one and then call it a live stream, but.
According to this, he went for 2 hours and 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and it has ended about an hour ago.
Right?
Do I, Greg?
And he never touched anything, right?
Well, I got the notification. I knew of it.
He updated the BIOS. He took off Windows 11 and installed a fresh copy of Windows 10 and ran Windows updates.
You watch Carrie tonight?
A little bit.
You feeling okay?
I'm a little sleepy, but other than that, I'm okay.
If Carrie was giving you an ASRock X670 board, I'd be in for that. I mean, Carrie's knowledgeable. I don't want to say used to enjoy watching him. I used to watch him all the time. He's the reason I built my computer. Between him, Jim, and Catherine. Of course, Carrie didn't have a personal play or any factor in it whatsoever, whereas Jim and Catherine both did. So, Alex, it don't look like the audience is going to grow. Oh, wait, I heard a noise. I guess I could turn all that off now. I don't need that on. I'm not going to be doing any not going to be doing anything as far as trying to make some cool effects. So let me disable the waiting room. People can get straight in now, and I apologize I forgot to turn that off. I think some of you may have seen one of the effects I had were my new t-shirt that I bought today on sale at Target. Pretty cool. A little bit over my price range. I usually keep it around $2 for t-shirts. This one was $4.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I had to put back something. I was like, what am I putting back? Am I putting back the eggs? Am I putting back the coffee? What got to give something up.
Did you see my post on Messenger?
What about the Walmart closures?
Oh,
Did I miss one?
You didn't send me an email requesting permission to enter my store.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one. Sorry. I did actually miss that. I saw the one where Jeff said they're closing like 279 Walmarts.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot actually.
I'd rather have those 8B minis than I would those off-brand.
I may, if I can, no pun intended, watch a little bit tomorrow if my eyes is not bothering me or not bothering me.
Either the HPs or the Dells, because the business model of HP and Dells are good.
We'll cover your email that you just sent me a little bit ago that I just not got for some reason. That's kind of weird because you said.
Oh, you're talking about me?
No, I'm talking about your sister. Yes, I'm talking about you.
Well, I sent that like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Even though I just said I just not got it, even though it was sent about an hour ago. It's your computer system. It's Windstream. It's Arkansas. I can't explain it. I don't get it. Sometimes it works perfect. I mean, it seems like it worked better when you didn't have fiber. And now that you got fiber, it just seems like you have issues all the time. Are you looking around for answers?
No, but
God damn it.
You need to get that. You need to get.
everybody's wanting me to explain all this, and I can't explain it all if somebody keeps putting me in the waiting room.
My hands are right here. I have not put you in the waiting room at all. I'm not telepathic. I don't know what's going on. Rick Lakes joins us over in chat. Hi, Rick. He got his mini computer today, I believe. I also saw Yvonne's random thoughts. She said, be sure to hit the like button. And I just got another email. Probably sent an hour ago or so as well. Let's see who this is from. Oh, yes. Now, see, that's interesting. Out there on the West Coast, he just sent this like right now, and I got it right now. So cool. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Two things are happening there. My notifications are working, except coming out of Arkansas. There's about an hour delay. Oh, I know what happened. You composed it an hour ago. You forgot to send it, and you just now sent it, right?
No, I sent it an hour ago.
Well, okay, that makes no sense, but okay. You want to go ahead and let everybody know how your day went?
Okay.
I don't think we're getting many more people in tonight.
Okay, so
Haven't seen Bobby
to get there by 11. My mom's annoyed because I wanted to be there 30 minutes early. I wanted to make sure I'm gonna be there before the guy shows up, and I didn't, because I don't know how long it's gonna take the guy to get there and all that. So I wanted to be there before the guy showed up. Well, we sit there for 30 minutes. Guy finally shows up about 5 minutes after 11:30. My mom leaves. Me and him order lunch. He talks me through everything. Asked me all the technical related questions about, server and everything else that I know. It's on my resume, because he's looking at my resume while he's asking me the questions, and he's looking at his paper with the questions on it. And he gets through his questions. And the last question he asked me, he said it's something he asked everybody that he interviews at whatever point anybody he interviews, he asks them this question: if Superman and Batman had a fight, who will win? And explain your answer. He said, you could think about it, send me an email. He gave me his business card. And so Ken's email that he got, if he wants to share that, is what I sent to this guy.
I might do it after we're done streaming.
He essentially said that he'll have to get with the owner and the owner's partner, which the owner's partner was supposed to come with Jason today. So it's supposed to be Joe and Jason today, but Joe cut his finger, so Joe didn't get to show up. But Jason did, because he didn't want to make me have to wait another week or whatever. So he showed up, and much to my surprise, he actually said me and him actually ordered pretty much the same thing, a smoked sausage plate, and we both had Ken's least favorite food. Does anybody know what that is?
You didn't have liver and onions.
No.
Squirrel.
No. Okra.
Right, Oprah Winfrey.
He said okra.
Yeah, like Oprah Winfrey. I get the question.
Well, he said he was going to have to get back in touch with the owner. Well, I figure out what I want to send him. After I get home, I figure out what I want to send him in the email. I send him the email that I forwarded to Ken. He says to me, "This is great. Thanks, Alex." And then when I forward it to Ken, all Ken has to say about it is it's pretty good.
So I got a couple quick questions. Once you're done, let me know when you're done.
And later, after this was before I sent it to Ken, this was about 3:30 this afternoon when I got home. Before I sent it to Ken, but after I got home from the interview, I get I guess you call it an unsolicited message from the CEO/owner of this company, telling me that he would like to call me, and if my number, my cell phone number, is on my resume. And he's an Army guy, so I tell him, thank you for your service and all that. And then he said that actually the way it goes is he sent me a message and he says, well, you can go ahead and add me on Facebook if you don't mind. So I add him on Facebook, and he asked me about the phone number. So he says when he gets some free time, he'll call me. So that's another move in the right direction. So that's all I know right now. So Ken, was your question?
Didn't you tell me when you called me the first time today that there were two gentlemen there at lunch with you?
No, I never. No.
Oh,
I said there was supposed to be.
Okay.
But the other guy didn't show up because he had a problem with his finger.
Maybe him and Spider-Man got in a fight.
But yeah, so at this point, and the guy that I had lunch with today told me to expect to hear from him. As he was leaving, he told me to expect a call from him by a week from tomorrow. So I expecting a call from him, or by a week from tomorrow, so sometime next week. And if I don't hear from him by next Friday, that next Monday, I can give him a call. And the guy that I talked to today in person. But at some
You
point,
could call him if you didn't hear from him.
yes.
Okay, that's.
But at some point, I think the owner, is going to reach out to me as well and talk to me.
Well, it sounds like it went pretty good.
You told me earlier that you kind of think it's kind of still a little.
I have all kind of things that I'm not going to discuss while we're on the air. I'll discuss them after Zoom. But again, look at the title of the show. Maybe the world has changed and I'm still stuck in 1975. I don't know. And you just now said a couple things that you failed to get mentioned earlier today. So that just brings more questions to my mind. Again, like I told you earlier, I hope you get the job. I hope it works out for you. Sounds to me like things are moving in the right direction.
Well, I know somebody, Jason, must have told the owner how things went today between the time we had the interview and the time he messaged me on Facebook, or I wouldn't have got the message on Facebook.
Possible. I mean, that option's been there for 3 weeks now, if you think about it. Your Facebook profile, is it accessible for anybody to see, or do you have it for friends only?
It's accessible for anybody to see.
Okay. Just wondered.
Did you tell him about the Zoom homies?
I told him, me and him got to talking about monitors, because I got to talking about my computer, to tell him, asking him, if there's any kind of specific computer, or if I'm required to use their computer, and he said no. What you have is perfectly adequate, because everything we do is online based anyway, like Google Docs and web browser based. And so, yeah, he said I could. But me and him got to talk about monitors, because he's got 4 monitors, and I told him I know a guy that's got 4 monitors. He wishes he could have 5.
I can't keep up with 2, so you guys that have more than that are.
Did you tell him you knew a guy who could not find his cell phone?
No.
Damn, Brian, that's a big cup of coffee.
And this was funny. This was funny to me. I wasn't expecting this to happen. That guy must like to eat as much as I do, because after we got done eating lunch, the waitress walks by, and my interviewer asked the waitress, "Do y'all have dessert?" And so we got dessert too.
That's when you had the fried squirrel.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Welcome, Jeff, into the Zoom chat. I heard the bell.
I'll be here for a little bit. I got to take the kids home in a minute.
I also found out today. I also talked to the IT guy from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission today after the interview was over with this other at the restaurant. he turned me off really quick.
Hmm.
The guy with Arkansas Game and Fish Commission because it's a government job and needs to have all this paperwork filled out. And it's like he sent me like 5 PDFs worth of paperwork that needs to be filled out. I very quickly turned around and said him and told him this job's not for me. I will not be attending the interview Monday.
Hmm.
You need to come in here so I can hear
Anything
you. I can't-
associated with the government will have a lot of paperwork. You can count
I
on
did
it.
not get
State,
you.
local,
Should
federal,
be
whatever.
provolone in there though.
There's no more.
Hang on. I'll be right back.
All right.
So how long did your interview / luncheon last?
We will probably be there for a good hour and a half.
It's not a bad
that's-
time.
That's good.
Of course,
That's looking
it
up.
took him. Of course, it took the guy an hour and a half to make it there. It took him an hour and a half to get from Conway all the way to Sheridan. So at least he made up the time he spent driving.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have come if he didn't have some interest. So
Yeah, he wouldn't have driven that far if they weren't really interested in something about you.
His main thing was he said, "I like to give people a chance."
well, that's good. It's a good thing. Hmm.
I think we're having coffee
This must
cup
be
wars.
coffee night or something.
Yeah, coffee cup wars. That's not the one I wanted though. Let me go find the one I really wanted. I think I have it in
Well,
here
I'm
somewhere.
going to take off here in a minute. I got to take the kids home, but I wanted to catch you before you quit for the night, Ken. Wish you well for your surgery tomorrow.
I thank you for that. I was
If
teasing.
you're still here in a little bit, I might come back in, but if you aren't, that's okay.
Yeah, I was teasing Lorna earlier. I said, I'm going to get you in the surgery with me, and you're going to have to hold my hand. You're going to be my support. And in the other hand, you're going to have a camera recording this for the live stream. If only. If
Yeah,
only.
you need to get you a GoPro, have it shipped overnight or whatever.
Man, a little late for that now, number one. Number two, a GoPro wouldn't help me because how am I going to fix it to my head to show my eye surgery? Whereas if Lorna's sitting here holding my hand because I'm a big baby, she could be holding the phone in her
Yeah.
other hand.
They doing this under local or general?
Probably going to be just right here on my eye. So what would that be, local?
Yeah.
Well, you won't be going to the operating room, so she can be in there.
I
Right.
don't know. I don't think I'm going to be in the normal room.
They're going to do it in some place where they have a sterile environment.
Sure. I mean,
I'm just wondering about that. Years ago, I had an incident happen where my wife and I were laying asleep one night. We had a cat that was getting old, and he jumped from the inside table of the bed on to the bed, and he didn't quite make it, put out his claws to dig in, and one of them caught me in the eye. And my eye was closed, so he just slit the eyelid, not all the way through, just the outer skin.
right.
No, so I had my wife drive me to the ER and all of that, and they used some type of a local on the eyelid and stitched that all up. But I had a hard time holding still because that, even with my eye closed, that was the brightest damn light I'd ever had shining in my eye in my life.
You're right back. Hang on. Why? You need to walk up to the
This
curtain.
was
babe.
my left
Do you-
eye now
do
that
you
I think about it.
mustard and mayo?
Yes, I want
Given how we had the bed and everything
onions,
arranged
tomato,
in those
lettuce,
days.
cheese.
Yeah,
little bit of
and then
egg,
I go to
little
the
bit of
eye
mustard.
doctor. They try to force my eyes open. That don't work. That don't work with me. I mean, I can't.
I've already been told they're going to prop my eye open with something.
Yep.
Toothpick.
Probably clothespins.
Used popsicle stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulleys and ladders and string that go across the room. Pull on that string a little more.
It's like that thing. It's like that thing that they use that they use at the dentist to open up your mouth so they can work on your teeth.
Why would they want to open up my mouth? They're working on my eye.
All I'm saying is they'll be
confuse me
using something.
sometimes.
Well, it'll be a little framework of some type. It won't be solid like that thing at the dentist.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't
deal with
expect
it the best I can. I mean,
Well, yeah. Well, at least you're going to get something put back in. My aunt, who had cataract surgery, I mean, a long time ago, they didn't put a lens back in those days. And she ended up wearing these big Coke bottle
Coke
glasses.
bottle, yeah.
And she could see fine straight ahead when everything healed up. But she had no peripheral vision because you can't get that without a lens in the eyeball.
Go ahead and get ready for the stream for tomorrow night, a little early.
Oh,
Of course, that's probably going to have to be
you're
like that because of I know there's a.
taking after Snoopy.
Yeah.
Joe Cool.
Yeah.
That means she couldn't see on either side of her without turning her head.
That's correct.
So you say that
Now,
about
she
Snoopy.
didn't drive anyway, so that wasn't a big deal to her.
Alex asked me how I
Yeah,
would
that's
answer the Superman Batman. I said, well, test his sense of humor. Started out with, it was a dark and stormy night.
Well, I will catch you guys later if you're still here, but if not, see you tomorrow.
All right, sometime tomorrow. Got to take the sunglasses off now. I had to put the camera off because she just handed me 2 lettuce wraps to eat. Well above the midnight deadline, which is good. So you guys can carry on the conversation. Yes, I get 1 done tomorrow, and then in April they're going to do the other one, answering Stealth Mode's question. I don't know why she gave me a spoon to eat lettuce wraps.
At least you'll be able, once they get this one done tomorrow, when they do the other one, at least you'll be able to partly see out of one eye. Better, dude, right now you pretty much can't see out of both eyes.
That's true. Very true. Oh, this looks delicious. But I won't be putting any carbs in my body, considering it's just lettuce, an onion. God only knows what else is in here.
Liver.
I have a question for Brian.
He's not here. Go.
He took the night off.
I have to empty the food in my mouth first. So you showed us a bottle of a drink the other night. Was that by chance Clear American from Walmart?
Yep.
Okay.
Clear American.
I bought one today. It was 76 cents.
76 cents.
Yeah, I'm giving it a shot. It's not bad.
How many flavors they got at your Walmart?
I believe I saw 3, maybe 4. There's the
Wow.
strawberry I bought. I saw key lime,
Key lime's a
peach,
good one.
and one other one that was a hybrid of two flavors.
Now, last night I had mandarin orange.
That's what it was,
Right.
mandarin orange.
I'm drinking orange and cream, just like the old creamsicles is what it tastes like.
Well, that'd be
The
nice.
local Walmart here has about 20 different flavors of this.
Well, I was going to buy sparkling ice, but the damn case was all the way back on the back part of the shelf again, and I couldn't reach back there, so I thought, well, I'll give this a shot.
I got to go in Kroger tomorrow to see what mess they made. And they changed the store around.
Yeah, I don't like it when they do that.
Do they do that on? Do you know about how often they do that on, like what their schedule is or they do it randomly?
Seems like it was done about 10 years ago when I was working there still.
Wow.
I know we had a major remodel somewhere around 2012 or something.
Well, every time you go in Walmart, somebody says it feels like you can't find anything because they're always they must do theirs every night.
Well, probably not a major one like this.
I have problem finding things in Walmart because they always got the stock in the aisles, and you can't go down the aisles to find what you're looking for.
It's like they were taking some of the aisles and putting it long ways instead of sideways. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And that probably gonna make it have more room. I don't know. They're gonna try to stuff everything in there. Probably they won't get new stuff.
Yeah, I stumbled across these T-shirts I bought because I was waiting for Mrs. K to answer my text I sent her, and she wanted rice, so I wanted to make sure I was getting the right rice. That's hard to say. And walking around.
White rice or brown rice?
White.
That store now is probably as old as the old store was when we moved. So they probably just need I don't think they need to build a new store. They just need a major, huge remodel. Fix everything and all that.
I read an article while waiting on her to get off work tonight where the Price is Right is going to move its studio.
The Sheridan, Arkansas.
Apparently they're going over to Burbank from wherever they're at.
Yeah, I've been hearing about they got even more rain out there in California.
Yep, we got it.
It's a weird winter. We had rain today.
And landslides.
Only for the people that build their homes on the edge of a cliff.
And you know what?
Right.
I'm thinking about that. And I know this is not a religious thing, but the Bible does say the wise man built his house upon a rock.
Oh yeah, I think about that all the time when I'm going in, when I'm riding around in this house, especially in the kitchen on our tile floor, because my chair this house, certain parts of the floor in this house can't handle all of my 600 can't handle all of the 600 pounds weight of this chair plus me.
What's that? 500 pounds you, 100-pound chair? Is that what that ratio is?
Yeah. No, it's 200. It's 200-pound me, 430-pound chair.
Well, one of the wonderful lettuce wraps is done. Wasn't too bad. I don't know if I could conceal the other one and throw it away and tell her it was delicious or not.
Just put it in your pocket.
Yeah, really.
They said that this all this rain in California might help about make it not be a drought no more.
Yeah,
They've already updated the drought information for California. They've gone from moderate drought to abnormally dry. So right now we're officially called abnormally dry, but we have flood warnings over most of the state. Only the U.S. government could come up with that designation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Mr. Fashionably Late.
Ken?
I'm working on it. Hang on. I had to put down a lettuce wrap. We think alike. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, I should start the timer, but I don't have it up and running, I don't think.
It's okay.
Let me see if I do or not. Oh, I I'll let you let him back in at your convenience. Tomorrow night would be pretty good.
Next week would be better.
This stuff's not bad, Brian. Flavored sparkling water beverage with other natural flavors. 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 caffeine, 0 sodium per serving. Usually that indicates 0 taste, but this isn't too bad.
What is it?
Clear American flavored water.
Okay.
I couldn't reach the sparkling water case because it was all the way on the back part of the shelf. And you know how helpful Walmart people are.
It's like a soda pop, but without the sugar.
My response to that is, what's the point?
I just
Well,
rather
then
have
if
it.
it don't have actual sugar in it, it's probably got aspartame in it, which is worse for you than regular sugar.
I'll let Ken address that. What's the point of not having sugar?
Well, I know what's the point is with him.
Well, being diabetic, I can't have sugar, so I have to.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to test the limits and like limit myself to 1 Coke a month or whatever. That would just be ridiculous to even try that. So
Coke's got too much acid. Pour it on your battery terminals if they got corrosion on it, come back the next day.
I was a Pepsi guy when I was drinking soda, and I could tell the difference between Coke and
I
Pepsi.
don't
Even though
think
everyone
I've
said,
ever
"No."
had a Pepsi. Ever, not one time have I ever had a Pepsi.
I'm gonna regret this. Is that an Arkansas thing?
Yes.
No, because I know plenty of people that drink Pepsi, but I also know lots of people that drink Coke too. But in the South, Chris should know this. We refer to every soft drink as a Coke, just
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, or a lot of people do.
Have you ever had RC Cola?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm actually going to try that.
It pains me to say I've actually had the fabulous Tab too.
You ever had peanuts and Coke?
Nope.
I've asked that before.
Nope. That doesn't even sound appealing. Well, let me rephrase that. Back in my drinking days, I may have had Coke and peanuts together. I have no clue. Possibility. I don't know.
You know,
What
it
do
was,
they-
I tried it and it was okay. It wasn't, people say it's gross, but it wasn't really gross. It just, I don't know.
What's the point? That seems to be the theme tonight. What's the
Talking
point?
about salt mixed with the,
I guess that's like butter pecan ice cream. People fringe upon that.
So what do they call soda pop in Indiana? Do they call it soda? Do they call it pop? Do they call it the generic Coke or just a soft drink?
Usually it's just soda.
Just soda?
Mm-hmm.
You go over into Illinois and it's called pop.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get down into southern Illinois where it's called sody. Pick up some sody at the store.
Mm-hmm.
some people call water sody water.
Sody water.
I've heard it called that.
Yeah,
Plain water,
that's called club soda.
No, I'm talking about plain tap water. They call it sody water.
Be glad when I can eat regular food tomorrow. I may have to go to Roadhouse.
When after your surgery?
Yep. I may have to go to a steakhouse to get some sympathy. Look at that poor man.
Well, you only got 51 more minutes that you can eat.
I'm working on it.
And after, when the clock strikes 12, you're supposed to go on your,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they call it.
No
food,
water,
no
fasting, no water, no food, nothing.
I was told you could have water, just not any other drinks or any, not any other food, but you could drink water. You could have water.
Nope. They said no water, no food after midnight.
The water won't hurt you. They just tell you not to have water because they don't want you to have to take a pee in the middle of the surgery.
And that's exactly how she explained it to me today. You're exactly right. Hi, Rick.
Hello.
You got that new powerful PC up and running yet?
No, not yet. I gotta find which monitor I want to hook it up to. I think the one in the other room might work, but I could just temporarily unplug one of these and plug it into that.
What is it? A 9900K with 128
I don't
gigs of
know
RAM
yet,
and-
Alex. I haven't looked at it yet.
I know, I'm just messing with you. I know it's probably not that.
Alex is trying to sow his oats tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think I got about 2 bites of this left. I hope we can get it done in 40 minutes. First one wasn't too bad. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with this one. I think my brain kind of figured out, wait, this is not food.
It probably is if you're a rabbit.
It could be. Or a horse.
She
I
snuck
don't
4
know. Do horses
tablespoons.
eat lettuce? I don't remember.
She snuck 4 tablespoons of ground beef in there.
That'd be fine. There's no sugar in that, which is the whole point of why I'm eating the lettuce wrap.
It
Actually-
is pouring down rain.
When we had chicken salad the other night, which did contain sugar, it was good wrapped in lettuce. I will have to admit that.
We're getting a lot of rain now.
As long as we don't get snow.
It'll wash the pollen away.
I think it's raining everywhere in California right now. Ken, I think the storm looks like it's all going to go with the jet stream far south of Indiana. You ought to be happy about that. Otherwise, those greens would be
Washed
mud for a
away.
White?
couple of weeks.
Would they be white?
No, they won't be white. It's the Pineapple Express. It's coming in at 50 degrees
Oh, okay.
here right now. There'll be no snow.
I know
Unless you're
that the bad thing about all the rain out there, I know they need it, but they said something about the farmers were suffering because of it's messing the crops up.
I don't even think they've plowed disc or planted in Indiana yet. I could be wrong.
Well, a lot of the orchard trees in the Central Valley of California already started to blossom. And so this rain is not doing that any good. They're all gonna mildew. 6 days of rain. We got a lot of wind. I don't know if you got some wind down there with you, Chris, but there's a lot of wind up in the Modesto area. So they were saying 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Everything was just so much more peaceful after kind of getting your butt kicked and working hard.
We're sitting at a calm 2 miles an hour.
Look at this. I'll say it again. As a kid,
Okay, I am back. Got the lettuce wrap taken care of with 46 minutes to spare. We are currently sitting
Now
at,
all you need to do is get you some Reese's peanut butter cups or some chocolate or something.
oh yeah, that'd be smart. Eat lettuce wraps to keep my sugar count down and then eat a candy bar. Brilliant. I haven't had a Reese's peanut butter cup in years. I was never a big fan anyway. We're at 43 degrees. Rain's predicted at midnight. God, what is it about midnight tonight? 60% chance.
Do it.
And they
The
have
only people that should be allowed not to be fans of Reese's peanut butter cups are the ones that are allergic. Everybody else should be mandatory that you like them.
You like mounds?
Yes.
You like
I
almond-
pretty much I like almond joys, I like mounds, I like pretty. I can't think of a candy bar or a sweet thing that I don't like.
Oh, come on, rephrase that. You can't think of a food that you don't like. Name one food that you have a dislike for.
Liver. Peas.
No, he likes liver. I can't stand liver. Ugh. Ugh.
Sauerkraut.
I don't like sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, I don't like that either. I'll eat it to be polite, but other than that, no.
I have actually eaten okra to be polite,
Ooh,
and it was the hardest thing. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. See, we have someone called Negative YouTube saying, "Good show so far, guys."
I was
Yeah, we
looking
get-
at that.
we get-
Negative YouTube.
Yeah, as opposed to positive YouTube. Bring the camera back. So, Jim, what are you up to tonight? Looks like a laptop in front of you, maybe?
yeah, it's due for its like every couple of months cleanup. It gets a little too much dust on the screen, so a little bit of cleanup.
So you got the new rig running?
Rig's been running. We made that same comment yesterday.
Yeah, well, a couple days you had it not running.
Well,
you
it's
do know
not a
I'm
question of
old.
it not running. It wasn't really terribly stable as far as boot up was concerned until I put the latest BIOS on it. Then now it seems to be behaving itself. So
I actually have some video editing plans for this weekend since I'm not going to be able to do anything else, which ought to be really fun doing it with one eye. Probably my best work ever. I seen one today that caught my attention. I'm going to go try to figure out how to do it. And then I actually watched the majority of my premiere today, and I learned some things watching my premiere today. Not from DaVinci point of view by any means, but I was sitting here going, taking notes.
I didn't see it. I didn't get up till 2:42.
Jeez.
About what time I got home. I got feedback from Bobby, who oddly enough didn't make it into chat tonight. That's kind of strange. I don't know how to take that. I think I spelled all that right. I am kind of wanting just to get through this weekend.
Why is that? Just the eye surgery got you all bummed out?
Yeah, I'm just concerned. I mean, if there's anything I overthink, it's things like that.
Yeah, it'll be fine, Ken. You'll be a week later, you'll be glad you had the surgery and waiting for the other eyeball.
It's what everybody's.
It's not that bad. My mom told me about it. She says it's not nothing to worry about. Piece of cake.
That's what everybody says. We will find out.
Nothing to worry about.
And again, I'm not going to do anything tomorrow night for the stream to indicate that maybe it went worse than it did. I'm not going to have a removable eyeball to pop out of my head, anything
That'd
like
be
that.
cool.
Although that was a very good idea that I think Jeff came up with.
Yeah, everything will go fine, as long as the place you're going to is not called,
The VA. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Juan's Veterinarial Hospital.
Yeah, go down to Mexico and get it done and end up being killed like that poor family. Bob Whatchamacallit once again joins us in the chat room a little bit after 11. Maybe he works from 11 o'clock at night somewhere, wherever he's at in the world. Now, the time change is coming up Sunday. I am not sure how that handles Arizona. Arizona doesn't change, so they're going to remain the same, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
But what happens is I don't know which order it's in right off the top of my head, but whenever it changes, for part of the year they're on Pacific and part of the year they're on Mountain.
I have no idea which way it goes either, but I just know we change time Sunday. We spring forward.
They'll be on Pacific time.
They'll move to Pacific then?
I think so.
So they'll be 3 hours behind us. Right now, they're 2 hours behind us.
Yeah, because Carrie's check. The time Carrie comes on, it's 3 o'clock. You know, and then 4 o'clock when they spring forward.
Wonder if Wintermute's still in the chat room or not. I've got a question for
I
him.
think that's how it works.
The first time I was the guy's
I'm not going to worry about it. I got like 4 o'clock, so I got to change. Will Alexa change on her own?
Alexa will change on it. Anything that's connected to the internet, your phone, your computer, the TV,
Okay.
anything.
All right. Sounds good.
So as long as you set your alarm on your Alexa or on your phone or whatever, you won't be late. You won't be late for church on Sunday morning.
I think the computer will do it even without connected to the internet.
So if I set an alarm for 6:30 on Sunday morning and at 2 o'clock it changes to 3 o'clock, is it going to be 7:30 or is it going to be 6:30?
6:30.
What happened?
I mean, I'm not setting an alarm that early, but just wondering. Well, I made it an hour.
I don't get up until 8 o'clock on Sunday.
I don't get up before noon.
Yeah, I try to sleep in, but my phone wakes me up or people knocking at my door.
Maybe after you stopped calling, you hadn't heard many of them, and you didn't think to mention any of them. It's been months.
Reed, y'all need to have do not disturb signs.
Well, yeah, I tell them to not disturb till after 9:30.
Yeah, this morning, didn't he?
But there is always that person 9:25. God damn it!
9:29 and 59 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's close enough.
Yeah. Wintermute's still here. Got tired of watching the Wolfpack get crushed. My game's on tomorrow night. Indiana will be playing Maryland. It looks like they're winning by about 16.
Yeah, you'll be watching it from the hospital.
No, they play at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. I will not be at the. I hope I'm still not at the hospital at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Oh, I like that. I'll have to get a screenshot of that. The old whatchamacallit candy bar.
You'll have to DVR it because you won't be able to see it good. Probably.
Well, here's the nice thing. I can still hear relatively well, so I can listen to it. And I can do what I've done in the past. If I really want to see it, depending on how they're playing, I'll put me a chair up close to the TV and then I can see it. But hopefully if this goes like I've been told it's going to go, I won't have to do that.
Get your 2-foot magnifying glass out and you'll be able to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Well, I put it on the radio. There's all kind of ways I can listen to it. It's just, in fact, that reminds me. And I know we're coming up on an hour, so
Or you could DVR it and not watch it and not let anybody tell you about it, and then watch it the next day.
I've never been good at DVR in sports because I will always go look up the score, results, or whatever I'm watching.
You're not
I
supposed
just-
to.
And my son DVRs a lot of stuff, and I forget that he DVRs. So I'm like, "Hey, did you just see that play?" And he's like, "Thanks, Dad. I've got the DVR." Oops, sorry. So my question for Wintermute is: the clocks that are on the background, will they change automatically, or do I have to do anything to change those?
Let me see my son. Even for a moment. He pushed me.
Is that why you drew the gun?
Yes.
Should change automatically, I would think.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
What
Yeah, they
clocks
pulled,
you,
they pulled from a website, right? So they,
Yeah, it's pulled from a website. I don't remember
What-
the website's
what
name.
clocks are you talking about, Ken?
What
What clocks? What clocks?
The clocks on the yellow background on the stream.
Oh,
I would venture to say yes, they will.
Well, again, I don't know. That's why I asked him, since he basically put it together for me. I thought I would go right to the source. I didn't pay that much attention. You mean the daylight savings, and they will change automatically as they come from that website? Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will now end the stream. Give a couple shout outs to everyone from memory. Wintermute, Bob Whatchamacallit, William Dawson, Robert Michael was here. He voted aye. Negative YouTube, hope to see him again some night. Tony Wallow was here. Yvonne's Random Thoughts showed up early and said make sure to hit the like button. Stealth Mode was there earlier. Greg Guy was second tonight, I believe, Greg. Did I see that correctly?
Yep.
Yeah. You'll get it one of these days. Chris Garrett was with us. Brian Lightfoot, obviously, was in chat. William Dawson. And I think that's everybody. I don't have an outro, so I'm going to hit the button. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody, so I don't have to restart this. And I'll see Wintermute in a few minutes on the stream on Zoom. And we'll go from there. Good night. See you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, damn, it can't be 9 o'clock because Indiana starts at 9 o'clock. Probably 10:30.